Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into some updates from Estée Lauder, and trust me, it's more than just makeup and perfume. They're changing things behind the scenes. We're covering updates to their company rules, some forum selections, and a few other changes. Stick around because these internal tweaks can tell us a lot about what a company is thinking about and what they may be planning for the future. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we can discuss this more. Alright, let's jump right into this Form 8K filing from Estée Lauder. This report is like a quick update companies give to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, whenever something important happens. The date on this report is May 22, 2025. The main event here is that Estée Lauder has changed its internal rules, what they call their amended and restated bylaws. Bylaws are the rules that govern how a company operates internally. Think of them like the company's constitution. They made these changes on May 22, 2025. So what exactly did Estée Lauder change? Well, they've updated the rules for when shareholders, the people who own stock in the company, want to propose new ideas or nominate people to be on the board of directors. This includes requiring stockholders to share more information about themselves and their intentions. They're also addressing how shareholders can solicit votes, which is covered by the Securities Exchange Act. In other words, they're tightening up the process for shareholders who want to get involved in company decisions. Next, they've added something called a forum selection clause. This is where they are saying that if there is a lawsuit against the company, it needs to be heard in Delaware or at the federal level. Delaware is where the company is officially registered, and many corporations choose to have legal issues heard there. This can be helpful for companies because Delaware court systems specialize in the world of business and have seen it all. Another change involves indemnification. Indemnification is like insurance for company employees and executives. The updated rules clarify that the company can protect its people but is not required to, and also adjust the conditions under which directors and officers can get their legal expenses paid for in advance. They've also removed references to the executive chairman position and instead added a provision that establishes a chair of the board. That is, they are making some corporate structure changes. The new rules clarify how the board can choose replacements for members of their internal committees. Finally, the filing mentions some other smaller changes to keep things in line with the law. If you're super curious and want to read every single word of the updated rules, you can check out Exhibit 3.2, which is linked to the filing. It's about that, what it all means. Overall, these changes seem to be about giving Estée Lauder more control over its internal processes and protecting itself from potential legal challenges. By tightening the rules for shareholder proposals and director nominations, the company can avoid distractions and focus on its long-term goals. The forum selection clause could save the company time and money by ensuring that lawsuits are heard in a favorable jurisdiction, and the changes to indemnification could help to attract and retain top talent by offering them protection from legal risks. Estée Lauder, like many large corporations, is always navigating a complex legal and regulatory landscape. By making these updates to its bylaws, the company is positioning itself for continued success in the years to come. Of course, it's always possible that these changes could have unintended consequences. For example, some shareholders might feel that their voices are being stifled, but overall, these seem like reasonable and prudent steps for the company to take. Alright, that's our breakdown of Estée Lauder's latest filing. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.